Hello viewers. The arrest and conviction in Pakistan in 2017 of an Indian national named Kulbhushan Jadhav further strained the already fractured relations between the two countries. The matter ended up in International Court of Justice. So in this video we will explain who was Kulbhushan Jadhav, why was he arrested and convicted in Pakistan, why India took his case to International Court of Justice, what was Pakistan's defense in ICJ, and what was the court's final verdict? Kulbhushan Jadhav was an Indian national arrested by Pakistan in 2016. According to Pakistan, Yadav was a serving Indian naval officer who, at the behest of the Indian government, was spying in Balochistan. Balochistan is the largest province of Pakistan, bordering Afghanistan to the north and Iran to the west. For last several years, Balochistan has been facing security problems mainly because of Baloch insurgency, which Pakistan often blames on India of helping the Baloch insurgents and at times also accuses Iran of helping the insurgents. Balochistan is the province where the Gwadar port, which is Pakistan's largest deep sea port and which is a very important project of the China-led Belt and Road Initiative, is located. So that is the reason Balochistan is also of special interest for Chinese. According to the Indian government, Yadav was a retired naval officer with no involvement in espionage and he was abducted by Pakistan from Iran. In any case, Yadav was found guilty and sentenced to death in 2017. His conviction and sentence caused widespread resentment in India. So, in this video, first we will try to explain that why India took the case to ICJ in May 2017 and what was the basis of India's ICJ challenge. India's ICJ challenge rested on Article 36 of Vienna Convention on Consular Relations as well as Article 1 of the optional protocol to the Vienna Convention concerning the compulsory settlement of disputes. So it's important to look into the role and power of International Court of Justice and also into the Vienna Convention. ICJ is the principal judicial organ of United Nations. Its functions are defined by UN Charter and ICJ Statute. All UN members are party to the statute, which also include India and Pakistan, and the decisions of the court are binding on all the parties. The jurisdiction of ICJ arises from three sources. Number one, all cases which parties refer to it. Number two, all matters specially provided for in UN Charter. And number three, treaties and conventions in force. Now, states cannot be made parties to a dispute without their consent. And this is very important to note. However, a state may recognize as compulsory in relation to any other state accepting the same obligation court's jurisdiction in different matters which you can see in the screen. Now we will see Pakistan and ICJ compulsory jurisdiction. In 1960, Pakistan unconditionally recognized as compulsory and without special agreement in relation to any other state accepting the same obligation, the ICJ jurisdiction. However, in March 2017, Pakistan made the compulsory jurisdiction conditional, subject to several exceptions, such as disputes which may be entrusted to other tribunals by bilateral agreements, essentially domestic matters, and matters related to national security. So, if any of these three matters is involved, then Pakistan's declaration regarding ICJ's compulsory jurisdiction will not be applicable. Now we will look into the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations, which provides a framework for consular relations among the sovereign states. The Article 36 of the Convention is about the communication and contacts between the consulate of the sending state, in this case India, and its national in receiving state, in this case Pakistan. So, according to the Article 36 of Vienna Convention, the receiving state shall immediately inform the consular post of the sending state if within its consular district a national of that state is arrested or detained. So therefore India argued that Pakistan was unable to fulfill its obligation under Article 36 of immediately informing the Indian diplomats based in Pakistan regarding the arrest of Kulbhushan Jadhav. Now, what does the optional protocol and its Article 1 says? It basically says that any dispute arising out of the interpretation or application of the Vienna Convention shall constitute the compulsory jurisdiction of the International Court of Justice. Now, with this background, now we will look into how Pakistan defended the arrest and conviction of Kulbhushan Jadhav before the International Court of Justice. Pakistan's first argument was that the Jadhav case does not involve the Vienna Convention on Consular Relations. Number two, the case does not involve ICJ's compulsory jurisdiction because the March 2017 declaration issued by Pakistan excludes national security matters from ICJ compulsory jurisdiction, and according to Pakistan, Kulbhushan Jadhav has breached the national security of Pakistan. And number four, Pakistan argued that a 2008 bilateral agreement with India excludes cases on political and security grounds from ICJ jurisdiction. So now we will see what was ICJ's verdict after hailing the counsels from both sides. Number one, ICJ found Pakistan in breach of Article 36 of the Vienna Convention, that is, it accepted the Indian position. It also ruled that the court has jurisdiction under the optional protocol concerning the compulsory settlement of disputes, as both parties, that is India and Pakistan, are the members of that protocol. Number three, the 2008 Pakistan-India bilateral agreement does not displace Pakistan's obligations under the Vienna Convention, and this is a very logical point because it is a settled principle of international law that in case of a conflict between a law-making treaty such as the Vienna Convention and an ordinary treaty, the law-making treaty shall prevail. Therefore, the ICJ asked Pakistan to provide effective review and reconsideration of conviction and sentence. I hope you like this video. If that is the case, please subscribe to my channel Wisdom of Life. Thanks for your time.